this is Siddhi from Best of Beauty. So in today's video I'm going to show you how to get a flawless base. So I'm going to show you all the tips and tricks that are required to get this flawless base, as you can see, and it's really easy to do. You just have to follow these steps and you'll get it right. So the first thing that you need to do to get a flawless base is that you need to prep your skin really well. So use the moisturizer which suits your skin type. I use the Kiehl's Ultra Moisturizer. It is suitable for all skin types and I love that one. So after done moisturizing your face, the next step is to prime your face so that the makeup stays in place all day long. And I like to use two primers. The first one is to minimize my pores, for which I'll be using the Benefit Professional. And for the rest of my face, I'll be using another one which is just going to add a nice radiance to my cheeks. And because I like that effect, so you can use whichever primer according to your skin type. So I'm just going to put it in the usual areas and then massage it into my skin. So after I'm done using the Benefit Professional, the second primer that I'll be using is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is a radiant primer and this is what it looks like, and I'll be using this all over my face. So just taking some of it like this and then applying it on my face. So after I'm done priming my face, the third step that I move on to is correcting, and I don't usually do correcting on a day-to-day basis, but today I'm actually showing you guys how to get a flawless base. So as you can see, I have slight darkness over here, so I'm going to use an orange corrector which is just going to cancel out the darkness, and the one that I'm going to be using is the Makeup Forever orange corrector. You can use whichever one you have. LA Girl's orange corrector is also really good. So I'm going to be using this Real Techniques concealer brush, and I'll be just correcting my under eye circles slightly so that I get the perfect base. So just taking it and then applying it right here in the inner corner of my eye, and then wherever I can see darkness, okay, just place the corrector over there. If you don't have a lot of darkness, then you can totally skip out on this step and then move on to just direct concealing. But I am, showing you guys how to get the perfect base. So that's the reason I'm showing you guys how you can get that perfect concealed effect as well under your eyes. Now obviously it's going to look crazy at this point and it's going to look really orange under my eyes, but obviously we're not going to keep it like this. We're going to apply a concealer on top of it, and then this orange is not going to be seen. I look kind of sick at the moment, I don't know why, and I have tanned as well, so just please excuse the way I'm looking currently. The next step that I'm going to be doing is actually using a concealer, and the concealer that you're supposed to use is something which is similar to your skin color. And if you cannot figure that out, as I mentioned in my earlier videos as well, just go to a professional makeup store. You can go to MAC, you can go to Sephora. They'll definitely help you, pick out the perfect concealer shade for yourself. Obviously you need to test it out for yourself as well, but it's just way easier than figuring out yourself and getting the wrong shade because you cannot exchange it. So I'm going to be using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger, and I'll also be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. You can use whichever one you have. I just prefer a combination of both when I'm going for a flawless base. So first I'm just applying the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Now again, you're supposed to apply the concealer in this triangular shape like this. Okay, and take it in your inner corners as well. Okay, and then your forehead if you have some darkness, and then around your mouth area, because your mouth area tends to be slightly darker. Then I'm going to be, I know it looks funny, but then I'm going to be taking the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD. You can either go for medium beige or pure beige. I use those because they suit the best for Indian skin tone. So I'm just going to be putting this right under my eyes again. And as you can see, I have a small pimple on my nose, which is really unfortunate, but I'm just going to cover it up as well. Power of makeup, you see. So taking my regular beauty blender, I'm again just going to pat this in my skin. So I'm done with concealing, and as you can see, there is some unevenness in my skin tone because my under eyes look really nice and covered, but the rest of my face looks really tanned and uneven. So I'm going to even all of this out by using a foundation. So the one that I'm going to be using is actually the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation, which is a full coverage foundation, and this is in the shade Deep Beige. And the second one that I'll be using is actually this one, which is a new launch from NYX, and this is the Total Coverage Drop Foundation, and this is in the shade 12. So I'll be mixing both of these because I want a flawless base. So that's the reason I'll be mixing both of these together, because the Marc Jacobs one is slightly lighter for my skin tone today because I have tanned quite a bit. So I'm going to be mixing that with the NYX one to get that perfect coverage on my face. So just taking the Marc Jacobs foundation and then applying it on my face. You don't need a lot of it, so I'm just going to put a few drops because this is a heavy coverage foundation. And if you want a video on my favorite foundations at the moment, let me know in the comments down below, because there's a huge list and it definitely is different as compared to the one that I did a year ago. So this is the first time that I'll be using the NYX Total Cover foundation, and this is what it looks like. Now what I'm going to do is just blend both of these foundations on my face. As you can see, it provides great coverage, but you have to make sure that you're blending it really well, because otherwise it's just going to look like too cakey on your face. And right now it might really white in camera, but obviously we are going to warm up the face by contouring as well, so don't worry about that. So I'm done applying foundation, and this is how it should look like. As you can see that it definitely covers up everything that's there, and it evens out my skin tone, but I obviously need some brightening under my eyes as well. So I'll be using a lighter concealer under my eyes, and the one that I'm using today is the NYX HD concealer in the shade 05, and I'll be just brightening up my under eye area and the mouth area as well. Again, I'm supposed to apply it in the same way you applied your other concealer that's there. And make sure that you take it in the inner corners, then right here on your forehead, on your nose, then the mouth area. I'm just going to show you the difference between this side, and then you can see how much of a difference it makes. So here you can see the difference between this side and this side. This looks just much brighter as compared to this, which looks really dull. So that's why you use this brightening technique. So this is how your base looks like once you have done all of the steps, that is priming, then correcting, concealing and foundation, and then using a brightening concealer as well. And I know there are a lot of steps involved, but trust me, it's really worth it if you want that flawless base. Now you can definitely just powder your face and do the rest of your makeup, that is bronzing and blush and all of that. But I want to do extra glam look today. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be using the NYX Wonder Stick, which is a highlight and contour stick, and I'll be cream contouring first, and then I'll be bronzing up my face. So this is what the stick looks like. I'm in the shade Deep Rich. I'm just going to list all the products down in the description box as well. So now it's really important that you know where you're exactly supposed to contour. So what you do is you actually feel your cheekbone over here. Okay, so this portion right here is where you're supposed to contour. So I'm going to be contouring my cheekbones and my forehead as well, so that I can make my forehead look smaller because it's really huge. So here you can see this is where my ear starts. Okay, and this, when you just take it forward here, you can actually feel your cheekbone. So make sure that you're using the contour only in this area and not going near your cheek area, because you don't want your cheeks to look muddy. So just keeping it right over here, and then on my forehead here as well. And to blend this, I'll be using the Real Technique sculpting brush, which looks like this. As you can see, it has an angle. Okay, so I am just going to blend this by patting into my skin. Okay, just make sure that you're keeping it right on the cheekbone that's there, and pat it nicely because you don't want it to look really muddy. Okay, so here you can see a difference between this cheek and this cheek. This looks much sculpted and, you know, prominent as compared to this one, which looks really cheeky and fat. So what I'm going to do is I'm not just going to be contouring this portion right here because, you know, I want it to be balanced. So I'm going to be contouring here near my jawline and then my forehead as well. And then for the jawline, you do the same thing. Okay, you just blend it really nicely and make sure that everything is balanced. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So what you do is you just go like this in a 3. Okay, so it's much easier to do because you know that you're going to go in this shape. So now we're done with all the creams and the liquids on your face. Now it's time to set all of this in place. So I'll be using the RCMA No Color Powder to do some baking under my eyes so that the under eyes don't crease whatsoever. And if you also tend to get oily in your T-zone, then make sure you set your T-zone also with this. Okay, which is basically this area and the mouth area as well. Now because you're baking, you're just going to keep this powder on your face for some time. Until then, I'm just going to bronze my face with this Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion in the shade 30M. And this is a really good bronzer. It's not too warm or not too cool as well for my skin tone. Again, if you cannot figure out a bronzer shade for yourself, make sure to go to a store and they will help you out with it. That's what I did initially because I couldn't figure out. But a bronzer is usually 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone. I mean your foundation shade. And the brush that I'll be using is the PAC 302 brush. As you can see, it's a fluffy brush and it tapers as well, so it's perfect for bronzing. And what you're going to do is, again, the way you contour is the same way you will bronze your face as well. So using it right over here on your cheekbones. I love this bronzer so much. I never used to use bronzers earlier, but it just makes so much of a difference. It adds a dimension to your face, and as you can see, it looks way more prettier. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do my eye makeup and be right back with you guys, and then we are going to move on to the next step, which is your blush and your highlight and all of those things as well. So yeah, I'll be right back. So as you guys can see, I'm done with my eye makeup. I really love the way it turned out. Now we're going to move on to blush. So today I'm going to be using the NARS Orgasm blush. It comes in a duo when you have Laguna and Orgasm. So I'm just going to be taking a brush and then applying this blush on my cheeks. So make sure that you're applying it on your apples of your cheek and then extending it here as well, where you bronzed your face, so that everything looks nice and blended. So for highlighter, I'll be using the Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Sun Dipped. Okay, and this is what it looks like, and I'll be using this shade right here and this, and I'll just be mixing both of these and applying it on my cheekbones, which is right above where you applied your blush. And I'll be using a fan brush like this. And now I'm just going to take my beauty blender and then just blend all of this into my skin. Now moving on to lips, today I'll be using the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade, which is the shade Exotic. And this is what it looks like, and this is a new lip product that I purchased, and I'm just going to be applying this nice lip color on my lips. So this is how it should look like, but the last step is to actually make sure that your makeup stays in place all day long. And so I'm going to be using Urban Decay's All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, and this is what it looks like. This is the smaller size that I picked up, and I'll just be spritzing this on my face. So I'm done setting up my makeup as well so that this stays put all day long, and this is how the makeup should look like. So yeah guys, this is it for today's video. I hope it was easy for you. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any doubts or queries, or if you want me to do like an in-depth tutorial on any one of these steps, because I would love to do that for you. Also let me know in the comments down below if you have any video requests, or if you want me to do like a Q&A sort of a thing wherein I answer all of your questions. And don't worry, the background is going to change. It's not going to be so white and dull. But I am just trying to experiment as much as I can and do the best. And yeah, I hope you liked it, and if you did, then please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. And also follow me on my social media, that is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, everything. The links are going to be mentioned in the description box below, so please do that. And last but definitely not the least, make sure to hit the subscribe button right now. Here you're just going to see an icon, okay, and it's just my face. You just have to click on it and then you can subscribe. It's really easy, so please do that. It'll really mean a lot to me. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Love you.